Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So I'm planning out the week of February 3rd through the 9th and I'm using the Love Potion kit from Scribble Co. I'm only doing two Valentine's Day-esque spreads and this is one of them, and then the other one obviously is on the week of Valentine's Day, which will be the next spread that you see. But I know that a ton of people do a ton of spreads dedicated to Valentine's Day. And I don't know, I'm not a giant fan of Valentine's Day. I will admit I like the kits that come out with it, but I'm not obsessed with Valentine's Day. So I think that's why I'm no, I'm good with the week before and the week of, and then I'm good. So yeah, that is what we're doing. We're also putting down some Simply Gilded washi, obviously, and I use this very pretty floral, which I think actually matches the kit very, very well because there is some floral elements to it, and I think it turned out really well. I am always excited when I get to use these floral patterned washis because honestly, almost never get to use them. So I'm so excited when I actually do get to use it. And I think it matched, like I said, pretty well. I did switch back and forth between doing um, rose gold foil and gold foil because I did have there were some accents of both. I figured I should do the rose gold because it's the whole pink kit, but then there were accents of gold in there, so I did decide to add in both. So that's why the washi does have gold foil on it, but most of the overlays, well, the glitter header overlays are rose gold, and then the actual full box overlays I switched back and forth between rose gold and gold, and I believe the gold overlays are from Caress Press. They're all little hearts. So the full boxes that are gold are from there, apart from the Will You Be My Valentine one, which you will see when I actually put those down. There is one that says Will You Be My Valentine. That one is from Scribble Co. But yeah, I think it turned out really, really pretty. I'm actually really excited for this spread, and I'm actually excited for the next spread. I haven't planned it out or anything yet, but the next spread obviously is Valentine's Day, and I'm using a colored foil, which I'm really excited for. And I think it's going to turn out really, really pretty. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have a ton of updates for you guys. I already told you guys that I'm not going to be having the whole serious talk with you guys about anything. We're just trying to keep it as lighthearted as possible within these next couple of Plan With Me's, just to kind of make everyone try to stay positive, which is kind of my goal, is to stay as positive as possible without going insane, honestly. But yeah, is there anything crazy that happened this week? I received my tax refund, which was always exciting. And then I was mainly working on my comic book cover that I did for Avengers Campus. If you didn't see my last Plan With Me, go watch that. I kind of explain it. I think it's in my last Plan With Me. Or is the Plan With Me before that? I'm not 100% sure, but I do explain it. And I essentially spent a lot of my time this week working on that. I spent about, I think it was 10 or 11 hours on that comic book cover. It was insane. And I did another thing also with it. So I spent probably close to 20 some odd hours working on doing that. And then also I had my resume on top of that, and I had my cover letter that I had to do, all of my professional stuff. So it was a lot, but we got through it. We were good. And yeah, we're fine now. We're fine. Anyway, moving on to actual plans. So on Monday, I put down the work label first. If filming Lindsay will get her act together. What are you doing, filming Lindsay? I was probably on my phone messaging people back because that's what I tend to do. I had a friend that is literally determined to beat me in Game Pigeon. I don't know if anyone has that, or if you guys know what that is, but essentially it's an app that you can download, and essentially you can play games with all of your friends and stuff like that over text messages. So I was playing 8 Ball with her. Actually, no, I was playing Cup Pong with her, and she was determined to beat me, and she finally did. But it took 20 tries for her to beat me, and then once she finally did, I then played her in what's it called? In 8 Ball, and I think I was playing her during this video. So yeah, that's what that was. But anyway, I put down the work label, and then I put down a YouTube play button, and an edit script from Magic Prince Co. And then I put down a Celeste from Scribble Co. because I did revamp my end screen. If you guys did notice that, I did redo my end screen for my Plan With Me's, so it is a little different now. which I think I like it a little bit better. It's a little, like, it actually has more going on to it, but yeah, I think I like it better. So I revamped my end screen on this day, and then I did put down a munchkin to mark that I cooked some food. And then I went to Starbucks. We had a Starbucks run, so I used a Scribble Prince Co. Coffee cup icon to mark that. And if anyone's curious with the mixed foils, I decided to switch off on which foils I use. So I started with the gold, and then I went rose gold, and then vice versa. So whatever one was next in line was the one that I used. So that's kind of how I chose which foil I was using for which icons. And then I took a squared off half box and a paper and milk Muro to mark a boring day at work. Is anyone surprised that I had a boring day at work? No, no one is surprised at all. And then underneath that, I took a fox and cactus. Sorry, my computer telling me it's 1:30. I took a fox and cactus girl eating some chicken nuggets because we did get Raising Cane's. I feel like I got Raising Cane's on the last one too. Did I? Did we just get Raising Cane's all the time? Probably, because that's a thing. Oh, I guess I didn't. I feel like I recently got Raising Cane's in one of these Plan With Me's because I remember seeing it, but maybe not. Okay, I might be lying, but yeah, we got Raising Cane's after work. Moving on to Tuesday, I put down a bill due from the kit, and then I used I don't know where this icon's from. I want to say it's Rose Colored Days, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a $ icon, and I used that to mark that I needed to Venmo Sasha. So Sasha is the artist that I essentially commissioned to draw me as a superhero for my comic book cover. So I had to Venmo her in order to pay her and everything. So I did do that. And then I used another Fox and Cactus pastel haired girl because I literally was graphic designing all day. I call it graphic design. It's easier than saying create comic book cover. I literally was on Photoshop the whole entire day. I spent from 10 o'clock in the morning to at least 8 o'clock at night. It was all day of me creating this comic book cover, and it was a lot. It was a lot, but it turned out really, 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 really good. So I'm excited that it turned out the way it did. But yeah, it was a lot of effort and a lot of doing stuff. Fun fact about me, I'm not an artist. I can't draw anything, but I can put things together and do graphic design stuff. It's just sometimes a little difficult, but it turned out pretty good. And then I did have a Disney Plus binge because what else am I going to do while I'm on my computer the whole day? I'm going to watch Disney Plus, which I think this was when I was still watching Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and stuff like that. So I used a munchkin to mark that. Moving down, I put down a half box and a glam planner, Lolly and Pop, to mark that I received my tax refund, which is always exciting. And then I put down a Whimsical Cat Studio washing machine to mark a laundry day. I really need to get more of those Whimsical Cat Studio stickers because I'm almost out of them, which is why I don't use Whimsical Cat Studios much anymore because I'm running so low on them. But yeah, I did have a laundry day. And then I did also clean my bedroom, so I used a Steamy from Wonton and a Million for that. If you guys can see on Wednesday that Will You Be My Valentine box, that's the one that's from Scribble Prince Co. Just if you guys were curious. But the rest of the gold ones are from Crest Press, which unfortunately her shop is still closed. I don't know if she ever plans on reopening, but hopefully she does because I love Crest Press, but we will see. Moving on to Wednesday, I had a little bit of spacing issues. I think I forgot to grab a sticker for something, and I didn't want to go back and grab it, which it wasn't that big of a deal. But I had a little bit of spacing issues, so I did have to move things around, and there's a little bit of open space there, but not really that big of a deal. So I put down a paw print icon because I did have to brush Bailey. Again, she was still shedding, still had to get all of her fur out. It's obnoxious, and right now she's really, really fluffy because it got cold and it's been raining, and I'm kind of worried that she's gonna start shedding again. I hope she won't, but she's really fluffy and her fur is really thick right now, and usually when that happens she sheds after, so I'm ugh, I hope not. But yeah, I had to brush her. And then I put down a half box and then a Lolly and Bippity from Glam Planner to mark that I went shopping at the mall. And then I did take a munchkin with a burger because I did go to the Habit, which I miss so much right now. I miss food. I miss all the good food. And then I took a Modi that is doing its laundry to mark that I had to fold laundry, which I really need to do right now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm being semi-lazy. Well, I'm kind of being productive, but kind of lazy also at the same time. I will fold my laundry eventually. And then I took a squared off quarter box and another emoji on a computer to mark that I did more graphic design, because literally that's all I did for my days off. Like, it was so weird when I finally finished it. I was like, what do I do with myself now? Like, I finally finished all of this. Like, I don't know what to do. I have so much free time. Because I literally was working on like doing this and my resume and my cover letter for like a month, and it was so weird to finally be done with them, like not have anything to do. So yeah. But we did it. It's fine. Moving on to Thursday, I put down the work label and then a pattern washi. And now I'm looking at this. I put down this payday sticker very crookedly, so don't mind that. But I put down a pattern piece of washi and a payday script that is from Scribble Prints Co. But like, yeah, don't mind me putting it down crooked, because it's beyond, like, it's real crooked. Yep, yes it is. Anyway, underneath that I took a fox and cactus pastel haired girl laying in bed and a sleep in script from Scribble Prints Co. because I did sleep in. And then, oh my god, guys, I started watching The Circle, and my friend actually told me about this, and she was like, it's actually a really good show, it's really interesting. And I started watching it, and I was addicted to it. I literally binge watched the whole entire season in like 2 or 3 days because I was obsessed with it. And keep in mind, that was with me still going to work too. But I was obsessed, and I love that show. They need to come out with a second season because it's very interesting. Because essentially, if you've never heard of it, it's a concept behind it where there's a bunch of different players that are put into a like apartment complex, and they only can communicate with each other through online like chatting essentially. There are different games that get played and stuff to kind of get to like know each other, or to kind of like stir the pot a little bit. But like, it's really interesting because it's whatever is based off of their profile, so whatever they put on their profiles, so they have no idea if they're being catfished or if they're being genuine. And like, you have to try to figure out who the catfish people are. Like, it's actually really, really interesting. So if you've never seen it, it's on Netflix, go watch it. But yeah, so I used a munchkin to mark that I watched The Circle. And then I did need to wash my costume, so I used a Magic Prince Co. washing machine for that. And then a lolly and pop from Glam Planner to mark a grocery run. And I didn't work until 7:30 on this night because of a thing that was happening at work, which was something related to actually what I like work. So I put down a half box, and you guys know me, I like to use different Disney characters that match the kit to mark things at work. So I used Aurora because she was pink and she matched pretty much the best out of all of the characters. So I used her to mark essentially what I was doing. Moving on to Friday, I put down a work label, and then I did make an Amazon order, so I used a munchkin with a little Amazon icon for that. My phone is going off. What do you want? And then I took a Wonton and a Million Steamy to mark, again, The Circle, because we were obsessed with The Circle. You guys have no idea. I don't think I've binge watched a show so quickly in my life. And then I used a paper and milk little, like, this is like a, oh my god, why can't I think of it? Like, kind of like an iPad. And I used that to mark more graphic design. I didn't graphic design on my iPad. I did it on my computer, but I got tired of using the computers, and because I used a Steamy with the computer above that, I didn't want to use it again. So that is why we used the little iPad for that. And then I needed to brainstorm more ideas, because at this point, I kind of found out that like other people were doing comic book covers and other people were doing like X, Y, and Z. So I needed to brainstorm some more ideas to try to kind of set myself apart. So I did come up with another idea, and I did create it. So in order for me to mark that I was brainstorming ideas, I use this munchkin. It's technically a calligraphy munchkin, but I figured it would work because it has a pen. I could have used like an emoji that has a pen, but it worked for the most part. Also, I hated my writing when I first wrote that, so I did rewrite it. But yeah, I needed to brainstorm more ideas, which I think I did pretty well with what I came up with. So yeah. And then underneath that, I took a dollar icon from Scribble Prints Co. because I needed to schedule a payment, so I did do that. And then because y'all know me, I may or may not have received my tax refund, so I made a Scribble Prints Co. order, because what else would I do? Obviously, you've got money in your bank account, you're gonna make a Scribble Prints Co. order, because duh. So I used a squared off corner box for that, and Lolly and Pop from Glam Planner. I love being able to use Lolly and Pop in like pink spreads because she just blends in so well and doesn't stand out in a weird way, and it makes me so happy. Like, that's the only reason why half the time I use Lolly and Pop in certain spreads, because of that. I used to not care, but now I kind of care a little bit more to make the spread more cohesive. Moving on to Saturday and Sunday, I did rip the weekend banner, so yeah, you guys kind of saw that. I ripped the bow off of it. When I tried to take it off of the actual sheet, it wasn't fully coming off, and then I ended up ripping it. So, and there was no way to salvage it, so I just kind of left it. So, yeah, the weekend banner got a little ripped, but it's fine. Moving on to Saturday, I put down the weekend banner, or not weekend banner, already did that. Work label. Wow, it's fine. I was up till 4 a.m. last night. A little tired. It's fine. But I put down the work label, and then I put down a phone icon from the kits because I had to call scheduling for something. I'm not entirely sure what I had to call them for, but I had to call them for something. And then I put down a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup to mark Dunkin' Coffee. And then I was super tired, not surprised because I've been like worked a lot of like late nights. I was 7:30 to 2, and then I was 4:30 to 1, and then 3:30 to 1:30 on this day. So we were tired. It's fine. So I used a Le Tired Munchkin for that. And then I did need to take out the trash, so I used a trash icon that is from the kit to mark that. And then on this day, Sasha did actually finish my commission, which was really exciting because I also found out that I needed it literally ASAP because we didn't know when the interview was going to be. And fun fact, my interview was on the 23rd, so we were getting close. But yeah, so I received my commission on this day because Sasha was amazing and was able to draw it pretty quickly. And I used a steamy with like hard eyes to mark that because it's so cute. Like, you guys have no idea how cute it is. It makes me so happy. And then I used a fancy label and a munchkin on the phone to mark cute text messages. I I think I've mentioned this before, that I was talking to this guy and then was not talking to him, and yeah, now I'm talking to him again. It's complicated. It's fine. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into it because I just dropped my phone on the ground. It's fine. But I'm not gonna go into it. But yeah, y'all will be like, really? You stopped talking to him and now you're talking to him? Maybe. It's fine. You get, yeah, yep, nope, not gonna tell you the story of it either. But yeah, we had some cute text messages, and I like marking things like that. So yeah, cute text messages. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, moving on to Sunday. I really need Filming Lindsay to catch up to voiceover Lindsay. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. There we go. Okay. Moving on to Sunday, I put down the work label, and then I put down another one of those Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cups. I did use both of those for gold because I did not have the pinky rose gold. I have like the bronzy rose gold, so that is why I used the gold foil for both of those. But I did obviously mark Dunkin' Coffee because y'all know me, I gotta have my Dunkin' coffee on the weekends. And then underneath that, I took an emoji with an umbrella to mark a rainy day. I think I've mentioned this before. I like to mark days when it's like raining because it's very rare for it to rain in California, or in Southern California, at least where I live. So I do usually like to mark them unless it's like a whole week of rain. That's usually when I don't. But if it's like 1 or 2 days of rain, I do like to mark it. And then I put down a fancy label and a kind of star icon just because I didn't know what else to use to mark that I had a meeting at work. And then, and then underneath that, I took a munchkin with a low battery like charge on it because I had essentially interview questions with Antonio. So Antonio's my mentor, he's one of my managers, and he was helping me with like potential type interview questions that I would get. So essentially it was like asking me to like tell me about yourself and all this different stuff, and I was like, I can't do this. I don't like talking about myself. So yeah, I became super overwhelmed. I couldn't for the life of me answer these questions because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Okay, my sister ended up interrupting for a little bit. Sorry, guys. So I had to stop it. But what was I talking about? Oh, I was a little overwhelmed because I didn't know how to answer the interview questions. So I did use a fox and cactus girl that's like kind of standing there. It's like a panic, or not panic, but like an anxiety girl. To mark that I was super overwhelmed because I don't know what it was. I could not for the life of me answer those questions. And then underneath that I took a half box and 2 munchkins to mark that I had a talk with Mandy, who is another one of my managers, and she literally was like, what I told her what like my problem was, she was just like, are you for real? I've been trying to get that answer from you for the past like I don't know how long. Like, Lindsay, you got this, you can do this. And like she kind of gave me like a little bit of a pep talk, which I appreciated. So yeah, overall pretty spread. I really like it. Pretty spread. Haha. It turned out to be really pretty, and I really like how the spread turned out. Obviously, we're gonna flip through what's left in the kit. It's an ultimate kit, so there's a lot of stickers still left over. But yeah, overall not too shabby. We're working on getting all these Plan With Me's up. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're almost a little bit more than a month behind, but we're getting there. But I'm gonna do a little bit of a Viv wiggle. Still struggling. I don't know what it is, but I cannot for the life of me get like the wiggle to work. I mean, this one was better because I had more foil on it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Plan With Me. If you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and leave me some kind of comment down below. Also follow my Instagram. I'm working on trying to get my Instagram back up and running, so go follow that if you're not already. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye, guys!